Hi everyone, welcome to Fat to Thin Seniors RNY. I'm Raven, I'm 76 years old and I'm going to have gastric bypass surgery on Monday, December 16th, 2019. I am so seriously looking forward to this. Anyway, Medicaid has approved this surgery, and last week I showed you a lot of stuff I bought for the liquid diet and what I plan to do actually. And so in this vlog, I'll be talking about these last 4 or 5 days I've been on the liquid diet, the pre-op exam I had on Tuesday, and I'll also be talking about my plans for playing in the future. If you're curious, please join me on this journey and continue to watch and comment. I've been on the liquid diet since Monday. It actually is pretty easy. I get to have one full meal during the day. So everything is liquid except this one meal at 5 o'clock, which has about 3 to 4 ounces of a protein and half a cup of carb and veggies, about a cup to 2 cups of veggies. I've been on this since, I said, as Monday, December 9th. The funny thing about this is that I drink a lot of water normally. I drink at least 64 ounces, probably more than that, because I have a 32-ounce cup that I fill up twice, and then I have a 28-ounce cup that I usually make tea in the morning. So I drink a lot of water, but I've been on this diet and I'm drinking 8 ounces of water every hour in some form or another, either tea or broth or water. And I want you to know that I am peeing my brains out. I woke up the first night, Monday night, I woke up 6 times during the night to go to the bathroom. It was so bad. Let me start again. I've got a composting toilet, so the urine and the feces get separated. So I have to empty out the urine container daily, and the feces container I empty out maybe once a week. Okay, nothing smells, it's all okay. Okay, so here I was peeing my brains out 6 times in the middle of the night, and I got up in the morning and I said, okay, I've got to empty the urine tank because I do that every morning. And this thing was so full, if I had gone one more time, it would have spilled out onto the floor, into the bathroom carpet, into the inside of the wood toilet seat thingy. I had to take the cup that I used to put the sawdust on the feces. I had to take that and kind of dip it in there really carefully, you know, so that I don't spill the urine all over everywhere, and empty out some of it so that I could pick up the whole container to empty it. I had peed that much. Now, I always drink that much water. I don't know why I had to pee so much in the middle of the night. It didn't happen again on Tuesday or Wednesday or anything else, but it was just really a bit much, you know. Anyway, the other funny thing is that I really felt full all day long. By the time I got to Wednesday evening, I didn't want to touch water anymore. It was just, I said, I've got to drink because I've got to have so much, you know, fluid in my body. So, but I drink water, no way. So I ended up picking up, you know, making some broth, and I drank that. And then after that, I could drink water again, but it was like I just couldn't swallow another drop. It was just amazing, you know, and I always drink that much water. Anyway, so also, since I've since this week has started, I've had this urge to clean. I mean, just I want to straighten up everything and get everything washed up and everything taken care of. I feel like I did when I was pregnant, and I was getting ready to deliver. You women who've had babies, you know that you go through this thing for some reason. It's probably inbred into our genes where you've just got to get the nest right. For this new person coming in. So I guess I've taken on the baby aspect really good. Which reminds me, I was thinking about maybe naming my stomach. Now, so far I've had 2 suggestions. One of them was celery, which I kind of sort of like. It kind of reminds me of celebrate and celebratory, and then of course celery. You know how skinny celery is and how people think about celery. It's diet food. And the other one, my sick middle daughter suggested Audrey Jr. from the movie Little Shop of Horrors, and the little plant, the big plant with the big mouth that says, "Feed me, feed me, feed me." I don't think I really want to have my stomach with that name, but I think she's strange. Okay, so that's where that's at. Anyway, I went to the pre-op exam. It was 3.5 hours long. They had the PA, the physician's assistant who assists the doctor during surgery, speaking about the different surgeries. I was the only one in the room who was having RNY. Everybody else was having the gastric sleeve, and there were about a dozen of us there. Everybody that was in that room was going to be operated on sometime next week. That was very informative, really good. I got to handle one of the staplers that they use in the surgery with the laparoscopic tube. It's a great big thing with a motor on the end, and he said it costs about as much as a small car. But the staples, they're about 1/8 of an inch or maybe even smaller, and there were 3 rows on each side, and it kind of clamped like that. It was really cool. But I'm into that kind of stuff. What can I tell you? And also they had an offer from the YMCA that you could have 3 months of exercise in their place for free, including your whole entire family, so you could bring your kids and everybody. And you got to have a coach. But unfortunately, the closest YMCA to me is about 1.5 hours, so I had to let that deal go. So I've packed a bunch of stuff, which I will slot in right here. Okay. These are the things I'm taking with me to the hospital on Monday. This is reading material from the nutritionist and from the hospital. This is a nightgown and a skirt because I don't wear short skirts. I wear long skirts. Got to cover down to my feet, This is a blanket I got from an emergency room once, and I've been keeping it in my car. But I figured, what the heck, it's very lightweight. It's felt. It feels like felt. And I figured I'd take it with me because I always get cold in those places, And of course there's wipes. And I leak, so I use these things. I'm hoping that when I get over my fatness here, I won't have to use these drippy pads anymore. And toothbrush, toothpaste, gummy stuff for my teeth to make sure that they stay in, This is cream for my elbows, and of course, chapstick. And I suffer from migraines, and they tell me that I'm never going to be able to take anything other than Tylenol again, so I brought them with me. And this is to put my false teeth into. And one cannot travel without Vaseline. I use this also for migraines. You put it on your temples, under your nose, and it sometimes works. problems with my nasal passages, you know, probably causes the migraines, who knows. I've been trying to find out for the last 50 years. And stink stuff. I got some biotin spray because people are telling me I need it. And this is for gas afterwards. The people at the pre-op suggested that I get that, and not to use, you know, the chalky antacid stuff. And of course, I'm taking my bathrobe, my great big bathrobe, nice floor-length warm thing. I figured this is also work out as a blanket too. Okay. But meanwhile, I'll go on to dreams. I've been thinking about running because I used to love to run. I mean, it was, I don't know what it was, but I used to love to run, and I still want to run. So I had set on my wish and want list that I want to run the New York City Marathon. I had prepared to run it at one time years and years ago, but in that year they started a lottery and I didn't get a lottery number, which I don't know why, but I mean, I know I didn't get a lottery number, but I don't know why I didn't run anyway without a number. I was just out of it. I don't know. You know, wasn't into asserting myself or something. I don't know. So anyway, I want to run the New York City Marathon. I want to run the Boston Marathon. I want to run the Grand Canyon Marathon. Yeah, that sounds so cool. And then I've been thinking about, well, you know, I could take my car, my trailer, and go wherever. But I'm thinking now that maybe I shouldn't get a Mercedes Maybach. I should get a Ford 150 and pull my trailer there, you know, and not get a little camper. Just take my trailer with me and go, you know. So I figure, you know, this sounds good. I could go, you know, for the summer, travel up and down the West Coast, the East Coast with the various caravans that are out there. There is a bunch of women's caravans on the West Coast with exclusively women, which sounds like fun to me. And just run, go to the national parks and get into the marathons and go, you know. And anyway, so I've been thinking about also in my mind, it's going, you can tell, that I would get a dog. So I started looking up dogs. I'm not going to get a dog until May of next year, if I get a dog, because I had said that I'm going to do a year and a day of taking care of just me and nobody else. I've inherited a plant, but just me. So I don't want to do a dog right now, but I'm looking at getting a dog. So I started looking up dogs that can run, you know, or that like to run, or how far can a dog run. I know they can't go 26 miles on a marathon, and they wouldn't let them on the marathon route anyway, but I would need somebody to train with. And to train for a marathon, you should be doing at least 10 miles a day, 5 days a week, which I used to do, you know, which is no biggie. It might be a biggie now, but it wasn't then. Okay. So anyway, so I started looking up dogs, and I figured I would have a dog anyway for security and for traveling. So the two types of dogs, excuse me, that I found that can run distances, that like to run distances, can run up to about 5 miles, which is good, is a golden and Labrador retrievers and the Parsons Russell Terriers, which used to be called Jack Russell Terriers. So, and I'm not into purebreds, so I've got to find one at a shelter that has those breeds in them. And I'm not really into puppies. I've done my baby time in the barrel thing, you know. So I'm looking for an older dog, I think. And so anyway, that's where my dreams are going right now. I am just, anyway, wish me luck. Your prayers and good wishes are seriously appreciated. I want to come through this surgery healthy, wealthy, and wise. You have a great day. Please like and share and subscribe and ring the notification bell and take care of yourselves, okay? Blessed be.